Hey guys, so today I'm going to be telling you how I learned the fundamentals of computer science with zero to little background. I'm just going to assume that everyone here watching this video will know the basics of algebra. And before I get started, if you're busy, you can just read the overall summary in the description box. I will put up the links to where I got all my resources. So before I start, I did some quick search as to how other people have really talked about how they learn programming. And one channel that I found really funny and really entertaining um, is by the name of someone named Patrick. Some of you guys may know him, the tech lead. He mentioned something really funny in one of his videos where he said that the number one thing you need to learn programming is sitting. At first I saw this was really funny, interesting, but ultimately not a very satisfying answer. However, later on I thought about this, and to be honest, he's kind of right. Ultimately, it's about how much you sit and then how long you can focus. And I looked at some other videos where they kind of just posted the links to, say, Coursera, edX, or OCW, and I felt like for me personally, this was instructive. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I did to learn the fundamentals of computer science without any prior knowledge. And this is what worked for me, and I don't know whether or not it will work for you, but at the end of the day, all the resources that I use are free, so please feel free to look at them, and hopefully you guys can learn something from this. So, okay, the first thing that we're going to take a look at is going to be Python. Hey guys, so I chose Python as my first programming language to learn because when I went on the MIT Computer Science and Engineering requirement website, I saw that Introduction to Computer Science in Programming in Python was one of the first recommended classes. So I decided, you know what, I'll give this class a try. So I went on to the MIT Stellar website. I watched all the video lectures, read all the lecture notes, and did all the problem sets. And you guys can do something similar by going onto the OCW website. You can see that in the syllabus, this class is pretty good for someone without any experience in programming. Now on the OCW website, you guys also have access to all the video lectures given by Annabelle and Eric Grimson, as well as the lecture slides and the lecture code. Also, you guys have access to the homework as well. To kind of give you guys an example as to what the homework is like. So for a typical problem set, we're given a lot of functions that we're supposed to fill out. Also, we're given a test file which allows us to test the functions that we have written independently of each other so we know whether or not we're going the right track. So I'll test this as an example. You can see that all the functions I wrote are test successfully. So I'm just going to run this program as a quick example. So this program is supposed to allow us to learn about string manipulations as well as function definitions. So we're supposed to play a game where we enter the number of hands and we're trying to make words with our current hand. So this kind of gives you an idea of the type of program that we write in this class. And to be frankly honest, I didn't really like this class too much. It took me about, I think, 3 to 4 days to finish, but however, towards the end, when they got to the object-oriented programming part of the class, I felt like it wasn't really explained well to me, and this is a term that I hear a lot in programming, so I felt like this is something that I need to really understand before I proceed to learn anything more advanced, because in my personal opinion, if your fundamentals are not solid, moving forward might not be the best idea. So I decided to look for another class so that I can become a better programmer before I learn some of the more difficult concepts in computer science. Alright guys, so after looking on the internet for a little bit, I found this class called CS106A offered by Stanford, and it's also an introductory class focused on object-oriented design, and it's taught by Professor Sahami. And honestly, this dude is pretty awesome. He makes the class way fun, way entertaining to watch. Honestly, Like, if you're not too serious about programming, but you want to learn something about computer science, this is a dude to watch. He's really funny, and he makes the concept very digestible for anyone, and I highly recommend this. So, this class is also kind of like the OCW. You can watch some of the video lectures, actually all the video lectures online, all the handouts on here, and as well as the assignments. Again, I did all the programming assignments, and I thought they were really fun, a little bit challenging, but also I learned a lot from it. So I want to share with you guys some of the programs that I wrote in Java for this class. A pretty cool one that I wrote is called Breakout. I think it's assignment 3. So come on, do 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 do. Oh yeah, best game ever, guys. You gotta hit all these bricks so they, break away, and you don't want the ball to fall below the paddle. Pretty fun, right, guys? All right, enough of this game. The second program I saw was pretty cool is Hangman. Come on. Do 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 do. Come on. Okay, so 11 letters long, 8 guesses left. Let's try A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, I'm bored of this game. Another one that was quite interesting is Yahtzee. If you guys don't know how to play the game, you can look it up on the internet. The rules are pretty straightforward. But let me just show you guys. Come on. 2 players. Player 1, let's call this Sad Boy 1. Player 2, Sad Boy 2. Alright, so let's roll the dice for Sad Boy 1. So we're trying to match the categories with these dice. So let's just roll these, whatever. Reroll. Maybe 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, let's see if we can get it straight. So, we don't really have anything too good. We have 2s. Okay, for Sad Boy 2, let's see. Let's try to roll again. Maybe roll again. Okay, we have 3 of a kind. But you guys get the point. So, after doing the MIT OCW class on Python, I then did this class. And honestly, if you're getting started, I think this class is a lot more instructive than the 6111 class, and it was a great introduction to programming. So I highly recommend this class as to start out if you never have any programming experience at all. Now, after I got a little bit of experience, I decided to, again, better develop my fundamentals. So I actually went on to take the next class in this series because, I liked this guy so much and the lectures were really informative. So I took CS 106B. So this is the next class in the series, 106B, Programming Abstractions. It's done in C++. And as you can see right here, it covers topics such as recursion, algorithmic analysis, and data abstraction. And I found this class also really useful. And this class is taught by Professor Julie Zielinski. And, in the beginning of this class, they start with the fundamentals of the thing that you already learned in CS106A. But later on in the class, we learn about data structures like stacks, queues, linked lists, graphs, trees, and all sorts of fun stuff. So I approached this class by first reading the lecture notes as well as watching the video lectures, but eventually I went on to exclusively read the course reader, Programming Abstraction C++, and this reader, I found it to be extensively detailed and was quite good. Just reading this book, you can get away with not watching the video lectures, and I highly recommend it. And you guys can find it online by just Googling CS106B reader. You can see it starts from the beginning by talking to you guys about what C++ is, and even goes on to talk a little bit about recursion, backtracking algorithms, pointer arrays, and even memory management. So the example problem set for this class was, implementing a priority queue using heaps. And, I saw this class was kind of cool because they talked about some of these data structures, and you also get a chance to learn how they're implemented and actually use them for some applications. So overall, I saw this class was a great thing to learn after CS 106A, and it made me feel a lot more confident in my fundamentals in computer science. Hey guys, for the last portion of the video, I'm going to talk a little bit about actually the theoretical side of computer science. And I first started out by reading some of the lecture slides and doing some of the P-sets from CS 103, Mathematical Foundations of Computing. And what I found really useful was, the stuff in the beginning, set theory, proofs, divide and conquer, induction, graph theory. These were really important, and they were also extremely relevant when I decided to actually study algorithms. And I really like the Stanford algorithm from summer of 2016. The notes by Jessica Su were quite concise and detailed, but I felt like algorithm was a really hard topic for me. So I actually looked at some other lecture notes from Stanford as well. In addition, when I had a lot of trouble, I would also go to OCW and look at some of the videos from Eric and Srini in 6006. They also have some pretty good lecture notes as well as additional assignments for more practice. In addition, I actually also went on to look at a few videos in 6046 by Eric again, and some of the lecture videos were quite helpful, especially when they got into more of the theoretical sides of hashing, and the assignments were again very good for practice, and I felt like doing a lot of this made me feel a lot more comfortable with algorithms and data structures. And lastly, guys, make sure during all your studying to take some time to lift and get swole and juicy. And if you want to get swole and juicy like me, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you guys want to tell me how you learn computer programming, please comment down below or send me a message. If you guys have any other questions, comment as well. See you guys next time.